Hello guys, you read the title, yes. You read my suffering, yes. A day we play. Black Myth, Sun Wukong. Yes. Now day, I don't know. I lost count of the day, but I know it's basically the promise of a marathon, of the marathon promise of YouTube. Now technically now you got to say, do you play this as well once on your channel? Yes. I played some Wukong in my previous channel before he got unfortunately deleted by you know who. By you know who. And now you got to say, why you play this again if you wanted to start over and technically show us an ability, show us valve and anything. I would rather suffer once than rather twice, my friend. Thank you very much. Also, by the way, I heard rumors that technically the Journey to the West, also the Black Myth Wukong, after when you finish the game once, now you can unlock a new ending after you try to do it, but only just that you need to go to a mystical place. I don't know where, but you get the point.
Free from you and your so-called merits. Those high above don't trust me. I understand that. And they send you and those knuckleheads to threaten me, to obey and serve once more. I understand that too. But what I don't understand
Stupid dog, you make me look bad. Stupid dog, you make me look bad. By the way, that man is really a big asshole. The old man is the hugest asshole ever.
fighting someone I've bested before. Here's my offer. If you lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain. But if I lose, I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless. How tragic would that be, huh? You are one of the court. We don't need to resort to violence. How about you bend the knees, admit the wrongs, and we can put this behind us?
All these years, except for that pig, you're the one who talks the tallest tales. Good, I am entertained. Speaking of entertainment, wouldn't it be fun if I pluck your extra eye out for my snack and allow you to keep the other two? Because I'd hate to let you miss how I'll slaughter each mongrel of the court. Those below, those above, and that black mutt of yours. Come at me, all of you.
Such ingratitude. The victorious fighting Buddha. Have you any idea how many would give their everything for immortality?
Immortality? For that word, all rounds and gigs have ruined yourself.
Not test my clones, bitch. This one said part is very easy.
The Celestial Court welcomes you, foul monkey, yet you remain untamed. None shall save you now.
Dear brother, your edge needs honing. Good. I wasn't back scratcher.
Damn, this battle is really harsh. Especially when it can't take on the heavens. Keep in mind, they're fishing on the clouds. Damn. I have to admit, somehow, some way, those gods from the Chinese mythology, they acting themselves like they are the supreme. And that makes sense, even though Greek mythology is considered one of the most popular mythologies of all time. Don't forget, Chinese mythology is considered one of the most overpowered mythologies of all time. I mean, now you got to say, what about Hindu? Well, it's close enough, but and a little bit Egyptians. But I guess we never know. We will never know. Oh, that's the crown. They had the ability to control Sun Wukong and hurt him too. I mean, for a mortal being, that makes sense for him to have that.
And so ends the last tale of Sun Wukong. A hero who treasured his freedom above all else. Buddhahood he attained, yes, but come soon he found the celestial rules, for he yearned to come back and to revel in the simple joys with us. Little did he know, his choice to forgo the life above only fueled their mistrust. This stone has stood for countless days on the mountain. Since my youth, they've said that his remains lie within it. Unforgotten, undying, such is the nature of a stone monkey. Though his body was broken, his spirit endures. Into 6 relics he turned, and separately they escaped, choosing to stay hidden. Those are the 6 senses of the great saint.
That was close. But I got to say, are you 100% sure that technically you chose the right chosen path? I mean, I pressed the new dawn card the bullshit. How can I supposed to miss that shit? And besides, the dawn screen was able to show the rock scene, not supposed to be the battle scene. So I'm a good path, I guess.
Among you, there might be one who is destined. One that shall recover all his scattered relics. And upon the return of the relics to Mount Tuagu, he may yet rise again.
Black Myth Wukong. After so many years, we have finally got the game. I mean, the long years was long years. I got to be admit, and also do a Google research on this game, and turns out original was supposed to be 13 chapters and not 6 chapters. Chapter 1: Black Cloud, Red Fire. But why did they not choose this? Why they chose 6 chapters instead of 13? Well, basically because due to budget, they say. Well, they don't have enough time. Fuck you mean you don't have enough time? You have basically 5 years or so to create 3D chapters.
You see what bliss my friend
Now what's the point about gaining new items and anything, right? I mean, I'm full of power. I mean, I'm stronger enough to finish the first part. And please tell me I have the let's go. Okay, finally. No more struggles like my man. Okay, before we continue. Okay, let's go. Like my door, the pain I've been through to this fucking game is unbearable. Like my man, the challenges I have to go through, the pain I have to endure. I mean, I met the tiger and anything like, but I defeat dragons to take items. I release prisoners. I torture my ass off for this. Luckily, I managed to defeat the very game.
What you waiting for? Brush your hair and make an offer. Hey, wait! I, the keeper of Black Wind Mountain, have long been waiting for your arrival. Ah, his spitting image. I'd say.
But are you going to say, did you know that now technically the whole boss fight will be easy for you, right? Yes, that's what I want! My man, I suffer my ass off for this to finish this fucking game! For fuck's sake!
Then the temple was rebuilt. What good is it to rebuild a temple if the goodwill of men has been burned to ashes?
I don't know.
You've forgotten this place, but they haven't forgotten you. It's a tough one. Good luck to you.
I met the tiger, but I didn't face it. I tried to release the prisoner, but I didn't release him actually. I mean, I take a little researches of Google, or no, some page of YouTube, Forest of Wolves. Now, technically, what type of part do you upgrade? First of all, upgrade what is unique, not what is really not unique. So basically, what do you exactly upgrade? I upgrade only my abilities, the way to start, how many games of powers you will claim, the usual. I mean, to be fair with you here, why do you look identical with the Chinese architecture or the Japanese? Doesn't mean basically Japanese and Chinese have the same architecture of looking?
Hey, wait! You don't think you can just parade in, do you? It's not that simple. Let me transform you into a golden cicada so you may follow the fires ahead and scout this mountain unnoticed. Fly! It might be humble, but my shrine is very versatile. In the depths of Black Wind Mountain, there are secrets galore. The cicada form may help you experiment.
Yeah, thank you, old man, but I'm not gonna interested in some. I'm not interested. Now let's see if we're going to do better with this boss fight. I just hope we will manage enough because I claim some powers and I'm like, oh shit. Did you just say I'm coming? First try, not gonna lie. Golden Temple.
Keep quiet. You don't want to set off that beast. In the backyard is Blackwing's wise ally. Calls itself Lake Shutsa. Considering your strength, I suggest you get away while you can, little monkey. Once you pass that gate, there's no turning back.
Man, this wolf is the most annoying pain in the ass boss fight ever. And then I stand in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately. No! Do you believe that technically you can literally defeat now in this game? But this time, yes, I think so. Because remember, I didn't face a tiger, I didn't release a prisoner to give me a weapon, I faced one dragon, but not all the dragons, invariably. Now I'm going to say, do you use your items? Do you use those items in your arsenal as your only ability? I don't need to. All I need to do is only to use my magic. That's all I'm upgrading for. I think I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but I think we are really close to end of chapter 1. That's my suggestions.
Have you seen those nameless souls adrift on your path? Their wheels float aloft, never to fade. A shame your god serves little purpose, and mine answers solely to me. I know a way to guide the souls, mend their paths, and set them free.
Have you know technically there are other languages like only English or Chinese?
Oh, this is better. This god, though humble, may save the lost. Banish the obsession.
Now you take the most upgraded healing ever. It's a good thing I did.
For one is destined. We are like tongue.
So you're telling me you take all of this, like how you defeat the creature that technically gives you the needle. You defeated fool. Oh, bitch. Must be also impressive. Even though I'm basically indestructible, kind of destructible, unless I can take a lot of damage. Even with my fully upgraded armor. Let me guess, another boss fight?
Should my demise come by your hands, please pass this message to my master. Searching for deity, mortals do aspire. Craving immortality, Yaoguais surely will conspire.
Okay, I think we're getting closer to the end of chapter 1.
I remember now. The evil monks abetted Elder Ginger to burn the great sage and Tama alive. That's these two. I thought they were already turned into ashes by that.
Snake wise are nothing. Snake oil steeped in drink, though, makes a fine tonic to flush malady.
So basically, this monkey, the foxing painter, and even the dagger are really together if I ever want them to help. But you know what? I don't really actually need them.
Alright, but I'm just. I brought 2 drop rouge and palm. Tipple pipe. Drink all there is. There's no going back to court. Only drink can drown my sorrows. Hailed bird, what dimmed your shine? Past grip beyond our grasp, the future we may still clasp. Late is the hour.
That is basically the third boss fight.
My tranquil abode. Pray tell, to what end?
Anyways, let's do this.
You have forced my hand.
Did I?
Now you shall face what I truly am.
Too late. Now you fucked. That was easy.
No ill will, I bear. I'm merely my brother's eyes and ears. I feign my loyalty to guard this path on the bear's order. Your destiny's bleak and stark. In its grip, we share the mark. The Guanyin temple now lies in cinders, yet the elder soul endures. The root of greed and monsters, the stem of suffering. Better to forget the thing you truly seek. The three bells. Have you seen them all? Do you too desire that which they ceaselessly hold dear?
Three bells were set in the mountains with the black moon wires returned. No is allowed to go near.
I did the three bells as well. I faced the clone kind of thing of the first boss. I defeat them. And also I defeat the guy who gave me the double blade. Yes. So I did all of them. Perhaps. You could say, why did you not face the tiger, the dragon, anything like? Because they're hot bosses. And by the way, when you try to face a person, a tiger, that can do cheaty things with a giant, with this big ass sword, I mean, you're facing basically a tiger. That's all that matters. Black Wing Cave. This boss right here is the nightmare. Black Wukong is the nightmare.
I have rebuilt the temple. Now it's grander in scope. All those monks consumed by the fire turned to wandering ghosts roaming in Black Wind Mountain. It was I who granted them eternal repose. I have even restored the charred scriptures piece by piece.
One piece by one piece.
But oh yes, I always knew. One day you shall return. Still think you're sorry.
This motherfucker is the very definition of a cancer of a game. That this motherfucker was a nightmare. It was a nightmare to my own gameplay. Like this motherfucker have no chills with his fucking air. Now who is now the big bully now, motherfucker?
You have some cheap tricks. Meet me at the summit if you dare!
The spell he just cast may appear intricate, but it's not hard to learn. The Black Bear's expertise is lacking. Serving Guan Yin didn't help him much. But what he left here could surely help us. Consider today your lucky day. Focus and disperse illusion's tricks. You still have a lot to learn. But give yourself the time you need.
things. I prefer the ammo than I have now. Man, I get the summit and basically the wolves not even managed to stop me. That was close. Anyways.
He once told me, out of sight, out of mind is a fool's task. Seeing but seeing through is what wise men do. But didn't he turn mad by what he saw too?
Black Bear one. You know, the same fat dude that become a. Never mind. Better get fucked. Let's go. I was close, but we've done it. 1 hour we end this fight and then we managed to complete chapter 1.
His words ring true. No matter how daring he was, he had not the nerve to harm the great sage. There must be someone else pulling all the strings.
Exactly, and this thing is eerie. I had no idea how to make use of its power. Except to enshrine it up there, tricking lesser Yaoguais into offerings. If you pardon me, I'll go back to Guanyin to atone for my actions and be put back on the engaging band. You will never see me out there anymore.
I know his nonsense. Go now, little monkey. Go and retrieve the great sage's relic.
Why does bird have two eye patches in this? So every single new chapter must be always a new story, I guess. So basically, this starts about a young boy who have some obsessed with bears, I guess. Which, by the way, I love this cinematic. No, for real, I like it. Especially the music too, but I like the cinematic. A young boy who wants to be one of the monks. You know, he granted them the wish, but at what cost exactly? So he granted the wish. So the bear was basically the bigger, like a helper to this monk. So you're telling me the bear possessed him? So the bear possessed him.
Master, it still puzzles me. A monk's lust for gold should be quelled. Why does Elder Jinchi still cling to that one Kasaya?
So he speaks to Buddha.
Bereft of that Kasaya, how shall they show the world their ties are cut and their lust is quelled?
Chapter 1 Black Aura Fire Conclude means end.
Across streams, over hills, and through the black wind, your blood has spilled. Wolves howl, snakes wind, flames lick, and the smoke blinds. Stumble on the lesser, lame, crash before their betters, shame. With such clumsiness, what destiny do you claim? As the small fish catches its prey, the bigger lurks behind. Who is the bigger fish? I can't see it. As for the prey and the small fish, they are swimming everywhere.
There you have it. Thank you very much. Chapter 2 Yellow Sand, Dissolved Dust. Oh, now we are to the very heavy hitters one chapters. Especially the fucking tiger. The tiger part. Oh, this tiger was the most difficult part in the beginning of this gaming. This page of a tiger might be look like a British, because this tiger thinks he thinks he's British, even though I don't really believe that technically Britain existed at that time, because Black Myth Wukong takes place in the rest of the world. The vertical in this part is basically a monk kind of statue who lost his hand to a mouse, and it's our duty to get it back. Until then, this kind of monk would sing to us. So it turns out that technically China, back then, in the mythology of the world, was like Australia. Basically, the other side have snowy mountains, the other side has sand, the rest have clay places. You get the point. And the other side has, I guess.
I reckon I got an idea why you've come here, my friend. Haste makes waste. I'll lend you a hand. Hold your step, eh? Get more shots and you'll be high and dry.
So, what type of secret areas did you open, basically, in your first playthrough? Well, only the secret area from the chapter 4 and the secret area from chapter 5. Yes, and I defeat those two bosses as well. The first one of the first secret area of chapter 4 was really easy. All I need to know is the banners of the creature that was defeated that easily. But the beef with the second boss fight in the secret of the chapter 5 was like a man, it was basically a nightmare. It was so difficult that the only way to defeat that creature was to set him on ice, not on fire, on ice. At least it was basically easy to defeat him on ice. Ice, ice, baby, baby. Ice, ice, baby, baby.
You once again. You make me pay.
So basically this chapter is really easy. All you do is to turn around somewhere places and all, defeat some few guards, and I open the gate that technically shows the beginning of the chapter, open it, defeat a boss fight, Sandgate Village. Defeat a boss fight.
Guard the gate and check on every house. There's a bounty for that traitor.
Is it to be that technically in the mythology of
Not our kind.
in the Chinese mythology, it has only animals that can talk and they have natural superpowers. Not to be disrespectful, I mean there are other mythologies that have mystical creatures that they can talk too. But this is the very first time but Chinese mythology is the very first mythology that has mythological creatures and they have supernatural capability of strength. So this one is the father and the one is the son.
Loud and clear. How can I not know your sufferings? But before our master returns from the valley, we've got to tough it out. Tough it out to survive. The lads went out to see the altar the other day. Said it's stinking worse.
So basically in your first playthrough, who defeat first? I defeat for the son, and then the father goes on with the other son, which is the son devour him, and then they neglect how to defeat the second son. The first son was easy. The second, though, it was a little bit difficult. But I figure out the weakness that they direct down this creature was to hit him in the tail. I did do the classic animation attack that he hit me with the tail, I touch it, and then I do the exact same over and over again, and then I defeat him.
What's that smell? Aye, that's fresh meat. Delivering itself all the way to this dump for our lunch.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to get cooked. Really, bro? Well, I'm gonna die anyways. Huh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Doing it would be more easy. Thanks to my clones, I managed to get through to my first playthrough.
夫子举持刚劲，龙朝汇聚天理。哪个说了才算？哪个放任不管？
By the way, I see the movie, not exactly the movie. I see a few clips of the movie. Shinja 2. You know the two people with the crystals. The one that is good, the other that is evil. And basically, the blue gemstone was able to go to the sun to become a dragon, and the second gemstone, which is red, and he fought to the kid. Technically, which is basically has a master that technically has a weird painting kind of thing. You get the point. I say if you glimpse of the movie, and I have a little bit suspicious about this movie. Turns out they say that technically Shin-Chan, whatever 2, it was basically one of the most popular movies of all time. It's basically well written and to have $2 billion on the and it was growing $2 billion on the box office, and I was basically impressed. But I have to be really particular about this. Why? Now look, I'm not gonna say that technically I'm kind of feel disrespectful when it comes to LGBTQ community, but is Bin Shen or Xin Chen gay? No, for real, are those guys a couple? So I have a theory now, can tell later because now we're in the boss fight now. And here's the second son, ladies and gentlemen. First prince of the Flying Sands. So this is your son.
Son, your brother's gone. Help me and atone for your past now. No. Are you mad? Go and hunt the monkey.
Yeah, I don't really believe he listened to you. Well, we didn't see him getting devoured. Doesn't make any sense. But anyways, it wouldn't matter. Okay, now we're done with the boss fight. Now I'm going to say this. Are technically, now look, I'll never be against LGBTQ community. I will never be against the LGBTQ community. Like never. I accept the rights. I accept what they are and the sexuality. But in this movie, Shinsha 2, the gemstone dragon, which is gentle and really like a dragon, and the red one, which is basically an annoying child that is be taught by the guy who got the paint and anything. Anyways, so basically at the end of the movie, basically they look each other to the faces, and then all of a sudden there's some weird love card thing. Yes, Turns out I wondered to myself, I, now look, is those both people, those two gods gay? Look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful like I said before, but now look, I know that Chinese mythology, and more specifically in the history, there are some gay kings and anything like gay lords, whatever. But there's a problem about this thing. Basically, now look, I'm not having trouble, just, is this true? I mean, this game, this movie, it has to do with gay people. So the whole story is about two gemstones fell in love with each other, and both of them are boys. Kowling Tiger Temple. Is that I wanted to say is that even though this movie is really popular, turns out that I have a theory about this. Long time ago, in 2013, there was a game once that came out in this year, and that year, named The Last of Us, and it considered one of the greatest games of all time in terms of gameplay, story, and anything. Turns out the DLC Left Behind, Alec, we find out that it was a lesbian, but we still don't care. As long as basically there's a good character, basically we don't even care about if she was gay, because she having a great character development. So in that case forward, what does this have to do with it? I'm just to say is that in the game The Last of Us Part 2, everybody we all hated because basically of the new character and anything like. That technically Abby kills Joel in a really crucial way. Okay. But that's one idea for me. Why we hate The Last of Us, but the same acting goes to the Shinchan too, because this movie takes place in Chinese mythology. And you know what's more weird to me? It just look. It's just the idea about even though this movie is really good, then we know damn well now basically at the ending of the movie that those two are gay. But we don't really bother because basically this movie this is a masterpiece of like okay, that I must be respect of that. But did you know that technically even though I consider still The Last of Us consider a masterpiece? Because look, it's about showing you a story about between two kind of areas. One is a movie, one is a game. One it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, but then the character is not really like a immortal beings. The other though, the one is basically post-apocalyptic world. The other is basically like oh here we go,
Bloody hell. What's the
bro. We are now in Britain.
Suck your offerings and don't break no rats. If you dare to mock the king's practice again.
Yes, I opened that portal down in blood, and I upgrade my magic, my stamina, my health, whatever. Actually, I only upgrade my health. But let's see now if we're gonna beat them now with this new upgradation now.
Destiny's right there.
Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Every day is watching. Every world. Boom.
铁骑士却无你，大手铁棒造虎旗，枪刀剑剑黄不比，时候死你不死的你。
This body of yours is perfect for the art of rock solid.
Now I could say to you have rock solid. Nope. Now I could say, why are you not using it? Because one, I don't even want to use it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's infinite ability, but what are you gonna do? Only I stay in one position and the enemy will not touch me. And you get the point. And I don't wanna. By the way, Sang Wukong in the final boss fight, he used it and he do a nice combo of me, and that's all. Don't get me wrong, it's an ability and all, but I don't really need to. I need attacks or magic ability that can do damage to my enemies, or a little bit stun them. You know what? Doesn't matter. I defeat the tiger. That's all that matters. Now basically the second chapter is going to end soon, because basically now we managed to done with the boss, but there's one little clear issue. We are a little bit still far from the end of chapter 2. Now you're going to say you're not going to face the rat, the big one that called the big gigantic hand. No shit! But I'm still afraid about this boss fight. It's gonna come soon.
Who goes there? Take it down.
Now look. Okay, we're done with this part. Good. But now I wanna know, what is basically the stamina? Is this one? Maybe I guess it's this one, because I'm pretty sure that technically this is the part when Oh, this is the part of... Oh, so basically the real items are... Let's see what's going on here. 5 minutes. I prefer to be upgrade magic, but you know what, stamina is enough.
All red is one by the sage's own.
Now you go to say, what movies can you say about Shinchan 2? Let me take it in a detail. Maybe you can understand a little bit of what I'm trying to say, what type of movie. Basically, the beginning of the movie, when when an old man gives 2 stones to a blue one and a red one to the other guy with a really weird evil face, and the other to a fat man who has a paint as a weapon, as a main weapon of choice. And all of a sudden, basically, there's one pregnant woman that technically needs one of the gemstones immediately, so will give birth to a child with a gemstone. He grabbed it up, unfortunately the gemstone was red, and he gave the gemstone to the child, and then he become the devil or something. In one specific scene, when the old lady was possessed, and then she said, "You wanted this so badly? I'll give you this one for free." And then he gave the red stone to some weird, barely place and anything. And then unfortunately, the red stone goes inside to the pregnant woman's belly. You know what I'm talking about, that scene, that movie that I'm talking about. But there's one scene in this movie that troubles me. Basically, after the final battle, when Shin-chan tried to destroy or kill the guy who's become a bold man, bodybuilding like, control the trees or anything like a gigantic tree, whatever. Anyways, and then basically, accidentally, unfortunately for Shin-chan, he missed the target. But then he hits the part someone really special weapon. Turns out that weapon or that specific pillar, he hits the pillar instead of fuck. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that he hits a pillar instead of the main villain of the story, and then unfortunately the pillar falls down to the ocean. When the sea creatures and especially hooray to their victory. And turns out, I have a theory that this pillar is basically the legendary weapon, what they call it? The Jinkumbang. The Jinkumbang of San Wukong. And turns out to myself that if the main villain escaped the heroes, me and I have a theory there will be soon a Shinchan 3, and the main villain will be San Wukong, I guess. But unfortunately, they're not gonna face a ritual powerhouse, right? Because San Wukong is one of the most powerful gods. Even Jane Emperor can never face this being like this. And then they follow me. What a press surprise. I got to say, if you are so powerful, why you wanted to go to the same things and just end up craving and then basically face the same enemies over again, grab the same items over again, even you know you grabbed your first breakthrough on this game. Well, just in case. I mean, you never know what is really useful in the second gameplay. Just to be sure, this one is my favorite spirit and I granted. Not good to say why. I thought it was basically the most powerful spirit would be the doll, the big guy with the big head. Yeah, it's true. It is the most powerful spirit attack, but this one grants you enough speed. He shows you the mark really easily, and he can knock the enemy really easily.
With all my skills, I failed.
Now, basically, this one is the boss fight, and then we are close to the final boss fight. Oh shit, you would do that bullshit. Anyway, like I said before about this movie. But anyways, now since I really give a little explanation whatever movie I'm talking about, I asked to myself, I mean, I'm kind of shocked to my honest here. Turns out that this movie is about two stones that they are both gay. And to be fair, I was shocked myself when I heard the truth. So basically, they like a movie that have gay people, that have gay stones in it. I was like, shocked enough because if you know basically the story about China, everybody knows that China is super racist and super. I mean, basically the posters about Black Panther, Little Mermaid, even the Star Wars showing that now technically the China is super racist. So you need to tell me China is racist about black people, but when it comes to gay people, it's like, yeah, go gay people, yay! Like that basically he's negative about the one thing and he's positive of the other. Like it's basically China is more like a typical style of country. He's so proud to himself so badly that it shows you the evil style of it of all things. Those are the shits. So basically, this Morad. So this Rohok tried to show me the gate to the secret level of the chapter 2, but I prefer not to, because at least now it's really not on use. My first breakthrough when I collect the first Eyes of Buddha, this creature appeared out of nowhere and attacked me. Okay, I guess we are a little bit closer to the ending of chapter 2, because now we have to enter the desert, do a little bit roads here and there, yada yada yada, go to the breach, open the door to the secret passage of the secret boss of the final chapter of the chapter. You get the point. But we got to pass all of them because we don't have enough time. Because of all this fight and all, we can't get me to the clues and anything. You get the point. Oi lad, guys, are we in China or in London? That I don't understand. And also I'm kind of shocked. So I know I say this so many times about this movie, but I'm kind of impressed technically I'll call it Shin Shan. That's all I think. The name of the movie is. Basically, I'm kind of impressed technically. People, a place that technically it's about racist to black people, and it's also is the most proudest country of all time. All of a sudden, I feel impressed technically they have support about the LGBTQ kind of thing. And that makes sense because it can be research about Chinese history. And turns out that in an era when there were palaces or lords and anything, the lord, or basically there are two kings that turns out they are in love with each other. And therefore the love was so strong that one day in the morning when the one king was awake, unfortunately for the one king, the second king was asleep, and then technically he grabbed his robe as basically like something like a. He got really tight, like a hug. Luckily for the king, instead of be like awakening the second king to say, "Hey yo, you grabbed my second robe, babe." No, instead he cut his robe to not wake him, so he can interrupt his sleep. What a nice man. So anyway, I guess it's coming from. But that doesn't make any sense to my idea when it comes to The Last of Us and that movie. Because basically when it comes to The Last of Us, one of the greatest stories of all time, and Shin Chan, one of the greatest stories in movie history, all of a sudden, in The Last of Us, they feel pissed because basically Abby killed Joel in the beginning of the game. Well, first of all, that makes sense because Joel did horrible things for humanity, and he takes the one cure that humanity desperately needs in order to escape the virus, the virus, or basically to be immune to the fungal virus once and for all. It's about a different story. The other talks about gods with stones. The one talks about gods with stones. The other talks about people with viruses and technically anything. It's about the idea that, now look, everybody knows at that time they never even cared about anything like some sort of never care about their sexuality or something like that. That is what I like. But in the new cinematic for League of Legends called Bite Marks, turns out that technically they see Katarina for the first time, and some of the comments said, "Oh my God, where is she? Who's she? She's a girl kisser." I mean, nice is not she's straight. She's got a cross on Garen. But you know what's more annoying part is? Every single person, basically there's a channel from YouTube that technically she's kind of saying that why everybody must want everything gay. And I agree with her. Basically, why we have to be accept about gay, straight, and anything like? When Jay's in love with, I don't know what basically her name, Cetera, I don't know basically the black woman's name, but when Jace was in love with that woman, nobody ever asked for why they are, why they not make Jace gay. When in reality, Jace is not gay. Sorry if I break this to you, he's not. I mean, he banged a woman, for fuck's sake. So know the true pleasure of a man. You get the boy. And also, I heard rumors that Victor is straight too, because he have a secret cross on the woman that he said, I will miss our talks, and then she said, no, you won't. You know, that girl. Basically, there's a theory that Victor has a cross on that woman, and that makes sense, because basically when Victor accidentally killed her, he felt sorry about it and he tried to off himself after when he threw her ashes. And then she was saved by Victor. And it's been a kind of amazing thing because Victor saved Chase for deleting himself when meanwhile Al goes for Victor as well. And both said the same word, am I interrupting? What I'm trying to say is all this conclusion that it's kind of bizarre to me that technically they all like a movie. They all like about a movie about some gay stones. I mean, my man, what the fuck? I mean, it was basically a sequel. I never see the prequel of that movie. I think now we are close. We are here.
Easy, easy. This befits you grandly. Aye, luckily I've kept it close for its rightful owner.
Ah, my favorite. Yellow wing formation. Now we are to the final boss. I think it's right around the corner, but it will be really difficult to face him. But fucking snow and tridents and some bullshit. Unfortunately. What did I upgrade exactly? Oh, I upgraded her ability? Alright. Ah, the fucking rat. The most annoying boss of all time. Yellow wind sand.
Where disparities persist, bloodbaths may arise. Cannot escape, nor
Bring it, bitch. No, the realms. Since when Chinese mythology have realms? The Norse have realms. Damn nice ass for a rat. Now you can say, hey yo. No Diddy. Boom. Dead. That was easy.
You even took your master's here. Just for a short reign over this barren valley.
Thank you, man. I mean,
I
basically,
Satvadinji of New Mount Sumeru, the warden of this rat.
so basically, a rat stole your head.
Citizens were scattered across the mortal realm. This thieving rat chanced upon one of them, yet hindered by his meager might, he could not absorb its power. Thus he schemed with wicked intent, a victim of his deceit. I had my hand taken by him. The sense requires such a grand container to release its power. I should bear the blame for his reign of havoc upon this ridge again. Through your valor and sagacity, order has been restored. You are the sole worthy one to keep it. Please, keep it secure in my stead.
Now I have the second lyric. So you need to find the five lyrics that describe all around China. You know what I really like about the animations? Each animation have their own animated style. But this one, the second one, is more like a. So it turns out this fox is Shape City Fox. Then in the morning she turns to a woman. Goddamn, what a baddie. She's kinda bad though. Is that Frost? Oh, yo, he's gay! He's gay! And everything was happy to him, but unfortunately, happiness didn't last long for him. Yeah, that woman transformed to a fox once again, but to a demon one. And what did he do? The motherfucker did this. He kills the fox and he uses it as a cloth. What a motherfucker. Just leave the fox alone.
Men, beasts, Buddhas, Yaoguais.
What is a yaguai?
Distinct root from birth, superior and inferior. None should disturb what's decided. Am I right? Sun Wukong.
Chapter 2, Yellow Sun, Darrow Dusk Glued. Do you know what I really hate about this man? Is basically he's just a nightmare, and you believe this nightmare it became true. If I was him, I would just let the beast in the trap go. I mean, more specifically, if I have the same dream as him, I'm not gonna be having the trouble that technically I have to take the fox and that has to kill it. No! I would just simply take the fox and leave it be. I root it and then find his own path. If that fox technically does not transform to a beast, then good for him, good for us. I mean, you see it as a nightmare. I see nightmares plenty of times, but that doesn't mean those nightmares became true anyways. That's here to trap on me every time. I mean, there are some rumors that technically those dreams became true, but that's not how I don't want to picture it. Chapter 3, White Snow, Ice Cold. Now, basically, this chapter is about, well, this chapter is really difficult. When I mean really difficult, not trying to say that it's really difficult, I'm just saying it's a little bit more absurd on code. You know what I'm saying? But technically, it's a sword chapter. It's not actually a sword chapter. It's a road. Basically, chapter 3 is basically the longest chapter you ever seen in your life. It's the longest chapter of all time. And basically, the chapter when you need to find the secret ending and all. So basically, this chapter, you're gonna have the secret ending. You need to unlock the secret ending. And basically, it would take a long road, but it will be enough for us to know where it is. This kid is Buddha. I'm not joking. This kid is actually Buddha. And that's it, Kasaka boy, he last crap he the bola bana vekolos to more Cambridge democracy because follows me to be down to the description below as always. Now technically we're done with chapter 1 and 2, but now the third one will be more incorporated secret because now in order for me to reveal the good ending, I need to go to a secret places that technically have a secret boss, defeat him, and then go to the near path and then technically do all the challenges, whatever. Now, basically, the whole idea about this is going to be really difficult as fuck. But now, close enough, close to where is now close to me that now we have some sort of way of some literary thing that not that then we have come to chapter 1, chapter 2 completely. But now only 4 chapters remaining. But then like, no, this third chapter will be more like a pain in the ass than usual. But so far so good. At least basically the nightmares of our pain is now then concludes to be no more. But then the rest of the boss fight still remain the same. Annoying as fuck. Similar with the enemies too. The random enemies as well. And then peace.